Thanks for staying with us. Cancer is one of the greatest tests of the human spirit. Now, today is Cancer Survivors Day, and we are marking that day by celebrating those who've beaten the disease and inspiring those who've recently been diagnosed. One of the challenges is to find support groups or communities. Belinda Wagner is a cancer survivor turned life coach who has helped develop South Africa's first patient-led cancer registry, and she joins us from here in Johannesburg. Belinda, thank you so much for joining us. I almost want to say happy Cancer Survivors Day, because indeed it is a day to celebrate, especially for you. Tell us a bit, before we focus on this registry that you were so involved in, talk to us about your journey. You were diagnosed with a very rare cancer not so long ago. Tell us what, on a day like today, what first comes to mind when you think about your journey in beating cancer?
Thank you. Thank you very much for inviting me to celebrate this day. Well, I think, first of all, for me, when I think about a day like that today, I really think about the journey that I've been through. And it reminds me of what it was like when I was first diagnosed, and the fear and the whole journey of being unsure about things. So I think for today, it's really just a celebration of appreciating what you have and then seeing what I can do to help the rest of the cancer community. So I was diagnosed in 2016 with a rare cancer, and through this journey, finding out a lot as much as I could about my cancer, I went on a journey of discovery, trying to find out who can help me with this, and also realizing that the South African Cancer Registry had a tough job of trying to keep track of all the cancers. And that's what led me to start this patient-led cancer registry.
And talk to us about the difference, because there is currently a national cancer registry, but that looks at the numbers of cancer patients diagnosed in laboratories and hospitals around the country. So it's more statistical-based registry. Tell us why it's so important that this is a patient-led registry that you have now launched.
So I think, first of all, the process that the National Cancer Registry has to go through is quite an intense process. We can shortcut the process if we take the lead and really, what I like to say, we're not survivors, we're actually warriors. So as warriors, we take control and we help fight the fight. So the South African government and the pharmaceutical companies and the medical fraternity need this information so that they can decide which medication and oncology treatments that are required for cancer patients. So this will help address that. And I think the big difference is, if it's patient-led, we own the information and we supply the information, where the National Cancer Registry has to go through quite a process to gather that information, and often that information takes years and years to gather, and then by the time the information is sent through to the various medical fraternity and, as I said, the government and so on, you know, a lot has changed. Let me try again. A lot has changed. So I think that's what's really important, is getting the information to the community that needs it now to help them make decisions.
Talk to me about the innovation and the technology, because when you started this registry, you just started it with a simple WhatsApp group, which took off from there. But we've got a big tech giant like Microsoft that's gotten involved and introduced you to some important players that could allow this network to become quite vast.
Absolutely. So yes, it was literally just a WhatsApp support group, and the support group still goes. Has proceeded to, and we've gone through so many changes with the support group, but we still support each other as a cancer community. And then what happened is that it developed into a much bigger requirement around how we're going to now take this to the next level. And that's when I started to engage with the likes of Microsoft and Ultron Carabiner, and they developed a platform for me. And now you can go online and you can register, and you can record your own cancer journey. So that's really how it started, and it's really grown. So we've got this massive target of trying to get 1 million people registered by next year, the 4th of February, on World Cancer Day.
You talk about your journey in beating cancer. You speak about calling yourselves warriors instead of survivors. This journey doesn't just end when you get a clean bill of health or you are declared cancer-free. So obviously, in as much as this registry will help those who've just been diagnosed to get information, it obviously is a place for people to connect who are warriors, who are survivors, who still have issues, mental health issues that they're dealing with as a result of this journey that they've had with cancer.
And you're so right. So the journey actually doesn't end ever. As a warrior, it's always in the back of your mind because you always have to go for scans regardless if you are declared, with no evidence of disease or if you go in remission. At the end of the day, it's always in the back of your mind. So what we try and do as a community is we try and support each other. If someone's just been diagnosed, we literally help navigate the journey. If they are in remission, we utilize the space to help others. But also when they go for scans, you get scan anxiety. So we're there to support each other. So you're right, it's a never-ending journey. And every time you go for a scan, it is top of mind, and you go through the same anxiety as where you literally did when you were diagnosed, because there's always a possibility that it may come back.
Just very quickly before I let you go, where can people find out more about this platform?
So we have a website. It's livingwithcancer.sa.co.za, and then also you can contact me directly. So it's Belinda at livingwithcancer.sa.co.za, or on my cell phone. I'm happy if people call me and join on the WhatsApp group, and that you can find through the website and link that way. So
Thank you so much for your time this morning. That's Belinda Wagner, cancer survivor, cancer warrior, as it were, and life coach. We thank her for her time.
It's so incredibly important that the support, not just during but after, for not just those that have gone through the cancer, but also families that have had loved ones with cancer, and finding that support. It's those kind of groups that make all the difference.
And also great to see social media and the internet being used for good.
For good. Something positive for
absolutely.
a change. Quite good.